What time is it?
It's big slappy time.
That's right, all you sloppers. It's the big sloppy Halloween hour. Grab your broomsticks and ride into the ocean.
Ho, ho, ho.
That was us giving Santa.
Yep, that was giving Zombie Santa.
We're kicking off the whole damn season.
The season starts now with your favorite holiday.
One holiday episode to rule them all.
You love this holiday, dear.
You know, I think of myself as someone who loves Halloween, but I don't know anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
You used to be so spiritual.
What?
Spiritual,
What?
Spiritual about the Halloween season.
Like, I like ghosts and shit.
That's what I meant.
Dark stuff. I don't know.
Spirit.
Now it's just the beginning of, like, the
holidays.
Yeah, everything. Just so much shit.
Yeah, this is a rough stretch, typically. The November, December. The Decemberists. What about the Novemberists? Should we have that be a band?
Sure. What do you bring to the table musically?
Me?
Yeah.
A little bongo playing.
Light bongos?
In 2001, yeah, for about 6 months.
Wow, okay. That's giving Novemberists.
That is. I'm a bongoist. What are you?
I don't really have any musical talent.
I could see you doing like a nice David Byrne shimmy up there, though.
Yeah, I think.
By that, I mean rhythmically marching around in
marching
oversized clothes.
in a suit. Yeah, I could do that, I guess.
Excellent. I don't know a single Decemberist song, so there's that, too.
Well, yeah.
People would think we were a cover band.
Yeah, I think that they're not good.
No.
Okay, but back to the ghouls and the creeps that walk the earth.
Yes, this time of year.
Do you have a list?
I have I will release my list. I really only have, let's see.
Wait, it's good to talk to you.
Oh, that's someone
Been a
else.
week. We haven't spoken.
It has been a whole week.
Yeah.
Your hair looks incredible.
Thank you. Yours looks really bad. Well, you had the hat on, so it's doing like a curl.
The curl. I'm just going to laugh like a ghoul every time. My beard is gone, too. For many a year, it's shaven off. It's just shaven off. Anyway, let's see. What is my list involved? What is it involved? It's Oh, well, we went to our haunted house.
Oh yeah, we went to a haunted house.
To haunted houses, there were a couple different laid out.
Yeah.
So that's a thing that happened that I wrote down.
Wait, your list sucks.
My list sucks. Oh yeah, here's one. One that I really should have clicked on these. You know, these are nice headlines. This is from yesterday. Minnesota man arrested after allegedly offering $45,000 for the killing of Pam Bondi.
Wait, this is on my list. That's on my list too.
Wait, that's on
yeah,
double list.
I just wrote Pam Bondi.
You know it's good.
$45,000 is giving fake.
It's giving
I
fake.
need to stop saying it's giving.
I know.
I can't now stop saying it. But
We're making
that
it work.
to me
It's
is
6'7" is what we need to say.
That's
now.
not like a real person paying somebody to do that.
No, that seems like a Fed offer. That seems like the kind of offer that someone wanted a taker on so that they could begin something. Not that it kind of has that. Yes, it has that vibe. $45,000 seems like a silly amount. It's not.
It's like the government being like, that's a lot of money to these people. You know, it's like a
something
weird.
Right, you float in a
weird.
chat room. You know what I mean? To like as bait to try to bring people. It's kind of like the Whitmer. Wasn't the remember the Whitmer kidnapping?
She
plot?
was kidnapped.
Well, no, but there were feds involved in that. There's like
no, but I think she was actually that was real.
She wasn't kidnapped though.
Yes, she was.
She was taken?
Yeah, I think they
She
found
was not
her.
taken, dear.
I think she was taken.
It was a plot that turned out to be some. There's always feds meddling, you know, meddle feds.
I was thinking of Liam Neeson.
You were thinking of the film Taken.
Yeah, I was like, are you talking about Gretchen Whitmer or Liam Neeson's daughter?
Give me back my daughter, Gretchen. That was a terrible Neeson.
I liked it.
I also was kind of doing a little bit of Give Me Back My Son.
Yeah, I was shocked. It was like a misdirect at the end.
It was. It
was like girl boss kidnap.
Sure. But yeah, the feds are always involved in these things one way or another. And that $45K seems like, because really, now people, you'll hear plots, you'll hear really low rent plots about like, will you kill my spouse? Kind of thing. Like someone I know.
Got there really fast.
I'm just used that as
interesting.
Yeah. Well, listen, dear, I would pay out the ass to have you killed. I would never pay for only $45K.
That means a lot.
No, but you know what I'm saying.
Having your spouse executed, priceless.
Yeah, those kind of plots are usually like people fling out $5K, $10K.
To me, that's giving. I can't stop. Like the government wants to get somebody and then be like, they're trying to take down our good people. And then so they have like more reason to like go to war on us. That's what I'm thinking everything is now.
Everything is a psyop.
They're
Everything
cutting
is a
food
false
stamps
flag.
so that people like maybe storm the castle. I don't know what that would take at this point. And then they can be like, it's anarchy. We have to stay in power forever and drone bomb everybody, Right.
No, I mean, it's it's a great... Oh, yeah, this is a strange. He just offered it on TikTok. This gets stranger as you go.
Yeah, I don't think that's how you know it's fake, too.
That's right. That this person doesn't have real intentions of making a legitimate offer. That's
definitely the feds.
Yeah, I mean, according to an FBI affidavit viewed by The Guardian, Tyler Max and Avalos posted a TikTok video featuring a photo of Bondi with a sniper scope red dot in her. Yeah, this is reward $45,000, dead or alive, preferably dead. The caption on the post also reportedly read, "Cough, cough. When they don't serve us, then what?" I mean, this is, you see, what's so funny about that headline from NBC News yet? Which, who else, But it just seems funny. That's not a real thing that someone did. Anyway, somebody just posted something that
okay, so this wasn't even a
rankled the
real...
snowflakes a
We
bit.
both have it on our list, and it's not even real?
No.
Wow.
Wow.
Do you know what I'm drinking? Not on the list. Do you know what I'm...
Rainwater.
Not rainwater.
What sort of water?
Moon water.
Moon water.
I just uncapped a jar to our listeners of water, tap water, but that I put this out under the last full moon. And now I'm drinking it because I need a little upper today.
Witchy woman.
Yeah. It's my season. I threw my arms up this weekend and it thundered. Literally. People like jumped away from me.
You called upon the thunderous heavens.
Yeah. I was like, uh-oh. Am I the bad one in the craft?
Who ended up being the bad one?
Firuza Balk. Yeah. I mean, she just took it a little too far, turned on her fellow witches.
That was the big issue.
Killed a bunch of sharks,
Sure.
Yeah, she's definitely the hero of that film, though.
Yeah. A lot of times you revisit and the zero turns out to be the hero.
Wow.
That's
so
right.
true.
So true.
Yeah, they were like fucking with this guy who tried to R her. And they were like, you're taking this too far. And I'm like, no, you're not.
No, fuck this guy.
Yeah, let's get him on TikTok.
Get
a target on his ass.
Get a $45,000 bounty on his ass.
This is allegedly. No, this is all jokes. This is a comedy podcast.
It is. But we are reading the news, which is also a joke.
The Craft. We're reading the screenplay of The Craft.
Well, this is a topical
AKA
pod.
The news. Well, I mean, not to make the worst parallel ever, but like the news is kind of like reading a horror movie these days and always.
It is. It really is.
So this is my list. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
We covered
dear.
that. Happy Halloween, dear. And I do like it. I'm sorry I was poo-pooing the holiday. It does just feel like a kickoff for us where we have a million birthdays and holidays, and
I agree that it is.
As an adult, it's lost its luster a little bit.
I like to look at it as like the last weekend of summer. You know what I mean? Where it's
wow.
Well, we're back to school, and by school we mean holiday hell across the country.
This water smells weird. Do you think there's like bacteria in it from being capped for a couple weeks?
I'm going to say moon water. Yeah, it was capped. No, probably capped will probably be good.
It's giving swamp.
It's
I think capped is worse.
the distilled.
Because if it's not sterilized and it's capped, shit's just going to grow in there.
That's right. Now that's tap water. That's Portland tap water.
Yeah, this is
by
fluoride free.
Kissed by no fluoride
Since
here.
83.
They won't budge on that fluoride here.
I respect it.
Yeah, well, my Pennsylvania fluoride is why I don't have to. I brush my teeth like once a week, and I'm good.
Yeah, you
'Cause
smell
I grew up with
awesome.
I grew up with that fluoride.
Let's take a walk down memory lane. We're in Brooklyn. We walk into a cute little Thai restaurant. We order the ribs. Murph
Oh no!
bites into a rib. Half his damn tooth falls out onto the table. I'm like, dude, are you secretly 95 years old?
I was brittle boned. I pointed a finger. I said no, and then my finger turned to dust.
Yeah, the finger just fell off. Well, it's like
I did lose a tooth eating ribs. Yes.
Yeah,
half a tooth.
And I
half a
said,
tooth.
did you bite the bone? And you're like, no, that was just the meat.
I think I probably caught a bone, though. Wouldn't you say?
I just mean if you're going on some tour of giving speeches about your strong teeth, lest we forget.
Strong teeth.
Okay, the rest of my list, Jenna and Barbara Bush. I saw a headline I'd like to talk about.
Jenna and Barbara. I do love the recurring themes of this program. We've settled in to the Bush dynasty.
Yeah,
as a nice. I mean, it was our formidable years. So tell me about Jenna.
Well, Bush dynasty feels like it's both a culmination of what came before and what kicked off what came after. I mean, what came after. I think you could say that about any point in history, but that really feels like in our lifetime significant.
A linchpin, would you say, or like a?
Sure.
Yeah. No, it's
I'd say anything.
Turning point, would you say? Yeah, it is. I agree with you. Because theirs was the 30-year project.
Yeah.
That left, America a husk of sorts.
Yeah.
Certainly the Republican Party a husk ripe for the greatest grifter of all time to come in and
but
take
Reagan
over.
Whatever.
But Reagan was poppy though. Reagan was a poppy
I'm
puppet.
saying so that's the beginning.
Puppet.
That's what I meant by the culmination.
Yes.
Like it starts with what word am I looking for? Deregulating any kind of protections.
Sure.
That's like when capitalism and like the neoliberal project just kicked into high gear. Like
that's right.
They just dumped gasoline on that shit fire and
yes.
Now we're all covered in crap.
You're right. And then
crop, dude. We're covered in crop.
Crop, dude.
So,
yes, no, it was a hell of a project. And then, where were you when the Bushes got it? Well, with the Dems, then the Dems turned. So it was Reagan for 8, Poppy for 4. Then they decided to join the elitist party. The Dems were like, no, we want this big donor money. Because the Republicans were always the ones kind of taking corporate money. Dems were
but then they went
Union
evangelical.
Party, the Working People's Party. What's this?
Then they went evangelical.
They went evangelical. Well, they had to
Dems
court
went
that.
tech.
Dems went tech. Both ways of you could look at that as Christ. Those are both kind of
as Christ.
Well, as God, as like religions of sort. Like Silicon Valley is definitely its own.
No, definitely. Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought you actually just accidentally said Christ.
Just said Christ.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So they both kind of went to their masters.
False idols.
Abandoned, of course, the people. They loved the two-party, the red team, blue team bullshit because that just helps both of them. Until then, in comes the grifter. And kind of shakes everything up a bit for people where there's no real...
Says the quiet part out loud.
Yeah, and then they double down, Dems double down on the identity. So because no one's delivering materially. So now No, Lord no. So they both...
It's all culture war, which
it's all
is a
culture war
distraction
stuff.
from... Yeah.
That helps everyone. They're regressing. And it's just... And now that's where we brings us to Jenna Bush.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm like, this is quite the tangent.
Sure, for Jenna.
Well, Jenna and Barbara, I just saw a headline and a thumbnail, your old friend, the thumbnail.
Sure.
That just said Jenna and Barbara want to die at the exact same time.
These are the Bush twins.
Yeah.
The fraternal twins.
I think what's being said there is like they love each other so much they want to like die at the same time.
It sounds ominous.
Oh, here, let me read it. Barbara Bush wants to die at the exact same time as twin sister Jenna Bush Hager.
Interesting.
I'm just like, is that news?
Well, if they put out a $45,000 hit on each other, then it can happen at the same time.
Nary a threat here. It's just, they'll be like 150. They'll float away together.
What could you say and would you say if you were Barbara Bush Jr., named after the grand dame of pearls herself?
The Iron Lady of Texas.
The Iron Lady of the oil fields of Texas. Yeah, if you were named. So what does Barb? Because Jenna's.
Can I say something really quickly about the moon water?
Please.
I feel like my lungs are shutting down.
I don't know about that.
Weird was growing in
I mean, it could be power. You could be feeling a lot of power from that.
I just feel like weak breathing.
Oh, okay. Well,
just
let me
keep
know
an eye on things.
If it gets worse.
I'm switching to my 7th coffee of the day.
Excellent.
All right. What were you saying, dear?
Jenna is a lady about town now. Jenna is a media personality.
Yeah,
she's Barb Jr. kind of, she dips in and out. And so this is her dipping back in, I suppose. It's like, what does Barb say? Like if someone sits down with her like, hey, Barb, what's up? She's going to be like, I've been thinking about dying.
Yeah, she's like, I want to die at the exact same time as. And they're like, okay.
They're like, on the Today Show.
Yeah.
I want to sit down with Jenna and
I don't know what
die
that was. I mean, I guess I don't have anything to say about it. I just thought it was funny.
It is funny.
It tickled my funny bone.
It's very funny.
Okay,
My mother loves Jenna Bush.
She does.
Big Jenna Bush.
But again, that's a great cleansing of that dynasty.
Yes.
You're like, don't think about Iraq. Think about what are we talking about this
morning? Recipes for
Egg McMuffins at home. I'm listening. I mean, I don't know. I haven't really seen it.
I mean, that's
it's very apolitical, right? It's
sure.
Like family focused.
Yeah, I mean, it's a morning show.
It's a morning show.
It's
not an evening show.
Lord, no. It's a day. It might be like the 7th hour of the Today Show because they really hold you now. Like, I don't know what Jenna's not on the flagship program. I don't think.
Know enough about daytime TV. Like The View is still a thing.
Well, see, morning show. Now you're getting into
The View.
Daytime TV is where I need to be. That now we're talking Sally Jesse. We're talking Donahue.
No. But I'm talking about currently. Get out of
morning. No, but I'm saying morning show. The morning show is its own.
I know, but you're
beast.
talking about like if you were in a time machine. I'm saying right now.
Right now.
What the hell are like people watching?
Well, here's what people are watching. America's Most Watched Network is about to get a little bit of a shakeup because here's some hot goss. This is not on any list, but you just made me think of this. Gail, the great Gail, Oprah's friend Gail King.
The one who went to space?
The one who went to space, yep.
Okay.
The one who stared down R. Kelly in that iconic interview.
That was great.
That was just a sensational piece of television. She is now apparently she was riding on a flight. And I don't even know how on this flight this got together, but Jesse Waters, that incredible tool from Fox News that has that Jesse. Him and Gail were seated next to each other unexpectedly on a flight.
Is this like a meet cute?
This is like a meet cute, yes, because they exchanged, she posted on, so she got dragged pretty hard for it, is my point of bringing it up. People are like, why are you, because she's like, hey, me and Jesse had surprisingly, didn't expect us to be seated. And I'm assuming they're both in first class, they're just seated randomly next to each other, and then they exchange numbers.
How can you be somebody who's going to space and then you're not having a private flight?
That's what's interesting. Yeah. How is Gail King at this point?
This is very obviously choreographed.
Theater.
Theater.
And how could you be someone who is on social media and believes somehow that these media elites give a shit about anything other than their own wealth? Being Gail, how could you sit next to Jesse Water? I'm because they both probably fucking yucked it up.
Can you imagine if she tweeted, she's like, I'm in the bathroom. I refuse to go back to my seat and sit next to that monster.
Next to that animal.
Yeah, that's very...
With his hate spewing. And it's he's on more of an opinion program, of course.
No, they're probably talking about their investments.
They're like, oh, have you been following the Pelosi stocks? Are we
Palantir,
both doubling down on that?
Popping off.
Yes, Palantir is popping off. They're trading Palantir insider
Yes,
tips.
That's where you do it now.
That is, on the skies. So anyhow, Gail is on one of the more... it's Strahan. Remember our boy Strahan?
Yeah, I like Strahan. He did a very bizarre piece on John Bon Jovi.
That was a very fanboy level, but I didn't believe it. I didn't buy it.
Obviously, like those pieces, like they have Final Cut or whatever, so they're always like
They're
very
puffy. They're
positive.
very nice
Yeah,
and
they're puffy, but that one felt especially like
absurdly
worshipy and
puffy.
bizarre. Yeah,
It did. It really did.
he kept being like in John's media room.
Yes.
It was very weird.
He's like walking the cloud. He's like, wait, is this the video? Is this like the video for Living on a Prayer?
This is
the original
video.
reel?
Yeah.
And he's like, yes, I have the original tapes.
That one was weird, but I do like Michael Strahan.
I mean, the man can, as far as talent goes, and I
He's
think Gail
very
too. Like
likable. Yeah.
that kind. Stephanopoulos is in the mix there over there at Good Morning. This is GMA now. We're talking Good Morning America.
Okay.
That's ABC. So Stephanopoulos.
Who's that?
Who, Georgie? Georgie had that great Baldwin piece. We don't need to go back into Baldwin, but remember, he had the great sit down
I can't
with
go
Baldwin.
back.
Okay. That was hilarious and ridiculous.
Oh no, George. I know George.
George, you know George, little George. He's he's kind of like a gnome type.
You know what I
figure.
pictured? You said Stephanopoulos, but I was picturing Bob Costas, and then I remembered when he had pink eye at the Olympics.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
I do remember his pink eye.
He was like reporting, and it's like, get this man off camera.
Get him off
he had
camera.
like a He looked like fucking Matthew Broderick at the end of Election. Like his face was fucked up and really grotesque.
Yes, it's like this is not good for camera. Bobby.
I'm not easily
Get him off
grossed
camera.
up, but eye stuff and like eye
Oozing eyes
sores.
on
It was
camera.
really, really weird move.
It's a distraction.
Like
I
they
do
don't
remember
even
that.
let women on TV if they're like over 20.
No,
and this
and they're
guy's like
Costas
eye
is
is
morphing
falling
into
out of his skin. Anyway, that is neither here nor there.
No, but but Stephanopoulos, Costas. Costas was more on the sports train, but he got into some. Anyway, Stephanopoulos and Gail and Strahan, I believe, are the big power players over at Good Morning America. Then you have on NBC, you got the Today Show.
Oh, that's NBC.
Which, of course, now I have no idea what's currently going on. I do know at one time it was Hoda and
Kathy Lee?
Kathy Lee was back in the mix.
Is that the one with like Matt Lauer?
Lauer was around until he got handsy or whatever, his fucking shenanigans.
Yeah.
He turned out to be, quite the little namby-pamby. He was out.
Yeah.
Couric was in on CBS.
Couric. Yeah. See, to me, this is like, it's interesting, like what network or what. Like, there's just a soup in my brain that all these people kind of live in.
I mean, there's no way what I just said was more than half accurate. So it's a little soupy for me, too. But I know the players.
You do.
I do know the players. Because then, of course, Fox. So the big three were those, because CBS had and then Katie Couric was like, no, I'm serious. I'm going to the nightly news.
Al Roker?
Roker's been around a long time.
Yeah.
He's the Today Show.
Yeah.
He might just be running the Today. Oh, Carson Daly, isn't it? Remember we saw him, Jane? My mom had
No. I didn't know
he's like he seems like a bloated
I thought he was
sad
still
man.
in the MTV tower looking
Brother,
down on. No?
He's moved on up. He's out there.
That's shocking because no one has deader eyes than that man.
I mean, he shows up. I mean this in just a straightforward way. No, of course, no judgment. I think he has a serious drinking problem. He shows up a serious drinking problem. He shows up to work on that. I remember that today. Because my mom will record these segments randomly, and then just when we come home, she's like, "Oh, look at this," and you're like, "What is this from? Is this a 5-month-old Today Show?"
She's
segment?
like, "Have you been there in New York?" And it's like a Starbucks.
Yes, and I'm like, "Yeah," and Carson Daly is unwell. He just looks very waxy, bloated, and just
he's got that look.
And he says some weird.
Where
shit
he's
sometimes.
he's like embalming himself.
Yeah.
But he's still alive.
He's still living.
That's a vibe.
It is. It's
I could get.
It's
there.
a gig too. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
guy. It's a guy we all want to see on television. Dick Clark.
Dick Clark's no longer with us.
Carson went, but he was trotted out and
Dick Clark
embalmed.
died at the exact same time as his twin. No one knew about.
Dick Clark died. When
That's what we
embalmed.
call a callback, folks, in the industry.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can I say another thing on my list?
Yes, please.
Or were you done with the talk show?
I think
feel like
that's-
you're just listing people now.
I am. I'm just listing people. I think it's a gig we should have, and we could do much better. But
Oh yeah, I'll self-embalm.
yeah.
Okay. The other day, I was singing Creed, Arms Wide Open, ironically, and you said, I never cared about that song until I had my own kid. And then his words about his beautiful Christian son really affected me. That was something
angels heard.
you literally said that to me in the kitchen.
I sure
so
did.
This is a gotcha moment where I'm asking you to explain yourself.
Explain myself. Well, this is a great
just
gotcha.
heard the news
See, now you're
today.
sitting across. You're pulling. You're giving Lauer. You're
I'm giving Lauer, and you're
Stefan.
Sheen.
I'm Sheen, and I'm backed into a corner now.
And I'm
not
like,
prepared. You're
AIDS, you got it. Remember that?
He tried to like shame him
I
into
know
like
that was
outing
so
him for his
terrible.
AIDS.
He's like, yeah, that's the big deal. That's what I'm saying now.
He's like, so are you still winning, Charlie?
Ugh.
And you're like, Lauer, you have a fucking dildo falling out of your pocket. What are you doing here? Anyway.
No judgment there either.
No, of course not. But no one asked for that. The
No,
problem is that's
those
not
guys
a consensual.
are both awesome.
It's a non-consensual dildo falling out of your pocket.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so Diana, yeah, let me
Creed.
just. Basically, you know how
Scott Stapp.
Mr. Scott Stapp.
Thoughts.
When will we be getting that biopic? Everyone we want Dylan, we want Springsteen. Give me Stapp.
Yeah.
Give me.
I'm sorry. If you make another fucking Bob Dylan movie, like
Enough.
yeah,
Enough with
we
these.
got it. We're fine.
And they're all the formula is identical. It's the same scenes where it's like the guy being like, well, they'll never play this on the radio. And then him being like, I'm giving it my all. This is it for me. And it's like, then the big concert scene. It's like, it's all the same shit again and again. We need it for Stapp. I'm stalling
Stapp.
because I have no.
you have no strong thoughts.
My strong thoughts are.
Do you think that song
Down
about
my
the birth of
feet.
his child affects you now more that you have a child?
No, I think you know what I think.
With arms wide open.
I think that the cynicism.
I'm singing to see if I get an emotional reaction from you.
Sure. Oh, I'm choking up. The cynicism.
You're just choking, bitch.
The cynicism of the early aughts, and I blame Gen X for this.
You think that's a cynical time?
Well, I think yes. I think late.
No, I want to hear this.
Well,
I'm just saying
did
now
Creed come
we
out?
are
Did
in like
Creed
actual...
came out in high school, yes? When we were in high school. So I guess it was that interesting pre-time. It was
No,
the
I think you're
pre-com.
right. I think it was after high school, early aughts.
I want to say like Creed, but I don't know. I remember it as like
If only there was some way to tell. Okay, I'm gonna.
I
look
would
up
bet
Arms
that
Wide Open.
song.
Yeah, look who's
With
Google.
arms wide open.
Here's who's Google fingers now.
Hello. The Googler has become the Googly.
Oh, 99. You were right.
99. So we were seniors in high
Seems
school.
my life.
See, this was the end of the end of the innocence, pre 9/11. But we had a little bit of that.
We're
Gen
all like,
X.
Y2K, what's gonna happen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And we were like, Scott, take us there.
See, but
Take
I
us
feel
into
like he
Y2K.
was always in my circles like that was a joke. That was not music that was taken seriously.
No, it wasn't. And I'm saying, obviously, I didn't either. It was a joke. It was like the
now
poppiest version of just Christian rock. Like it was that kind of lame shit.
Now you're 43 years old.
And now I'm Christian.
And you have a child.
And I have a child.
So
I think
what
that
would you say to Scott if he were in the room now?
I would say, you know what? I respect your earnesty, and I hate your music. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't care for your music, but your earnesty there was not what I should have been dragging.
Interesting.
There's other reasons to drag Scott Stapp. There's plenty of other reasons other than his earnesty.
Then, not that he loves his son.
Yeah, because that song, I mean, really, think about those lyrics.
I mean, I know I won't. I'm just like, I think you can say that music's not for me. It doesn't matter what it's about. You know, like what if somebody wrote the worst bop you've ever frickin' heard, and then they're like, this is about equality. You're like, yeah, I like equality, but that's a bad song.
It's just a bad. Well, yeah, there's right. There are bad songs about
good stuff.
Hind Hall, right?
What's that?
Wasn't that the Macklemore tune? One of the few.
Yes.
One of the few songs to say anything about.
No,
about
and you're
the
like,
ongoing
yeah,
genocide.
I
don't like the song. I don't particularly like Macklemore, but I'm like.
I think it's Macklemore.
What do I say?
Macklemore.
Macklemore? Am I saying it wrong?
Yeah, you're making him like a Harry Potter villain.
Macklemore.
Yeah.
Macklemore.
That's Macklemore.
Yeah. The song's not necessarily something I would listen to, but I fucking love that it's out there. And it reminds me of like, this is another thing. I actually had this on my
Nickelback.
list.
It kind of paved the way for this, like you're saying, this like earnest kind of like.
back.
Well, no, I'm saying
Creed.
Stop did. Yeah.
Yeah, stop. Stop. Just stop.
Just stop.
Scott, please
no,
stop.
but because Nickelback, like there's stuff that it's like fun to hate.
Yes. Yeah. I do think this was on my list. This we never got to it weeks and weeks ago, but I do have this on here, but it's a seg into that.
Okay.
Another time, what was the last great, I wouldn't even say great, because again, forget about whether or not we liked the music, but what was the top 40 anti-war song? Like what they just don't.
They don't
have
that. No.
those anymore.
War is like
that Macklemore. That one.
Yeah, no, people don't do that anymore.
It just doesn't exist.
No, pop culture no longer can like reflect any kind of politics.
Right.
It's
because obviously,
gross.
I know there's some hardcore bands that again not
Oh
necessarily.
yeah, no, there's music out there, but
it's
not mass. Yeah.
There was a whole generation, even our generation. The pre 9/11, even post 9/11, that Green Day American Idiot album.
I was just gonna say Green Day.
Great rock opera.
I know, but that is kind of singular in that way because it is for the masses. Yeah, but it's still modern era. Like it's not 60s.
No, because that was very much a lot of the top 40. Obviously during the Vietnam
T-Pain covered War Pigs,
which is a beautiful thing.
I know, but I think that's the last time anybody did anything.
Even then,
literally
it was a cover of. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like
Sabbath,
that's
yeah.
I don't even know, most artists wouldn't even go there.
No, you're right. T-Pain. Well, I'm thinking too because I know there's also some hip hop that talking about maybe some social justice. There's some not even fuck the police anymore. That's way too.
Oh, that's true though. There was that. Yeah.
But I'm just saying that's still the anti-establishment versus. I'm just saying straight up anti-war. Just being like this going against the war machine. I think the record labels at this point. It's just all reached. Like there were great hip hop songs even in the 90s. Wu-Tang stuff talking about the CIA.
Yeah.
But that just doesn't even. There's none of that now. That's just.
I don't think so. I also
unless
don't,
kids. If there is, let me know. But I don't.
I don't know a lot of new music, but I agree.
I don't think so. That was just a lane for a while that you could just be System of a Down. Again, not my favorite tunes, but they were like going
saying
hard.
Something. Yeah. I do think my lungs are shutting down.
So that water's a problem. Well,
yeah, there was something wrong with that. I really thought it would like give me a little boost, but
I think I wouldn't. I would
put me in the grave.
Well, while you pass, I'll just read to you. Well, I just heard the news today. It seems my life is gonna change. I close my eyes, begin to pray. Then tears of joy stream down my face. Well, you know it.
That was a really quiet, weird version.
That was a strange version. That was a mumblecore.
Yeah, that didn't make me like that song anymore.
No, it made you maybe give up on it entirely. It's earnest is all. It's earnest. It's cartoonishly earnest.
I
and
would
straightforward.
Float that maybe it's not earnest though. Because I think there's shit like that where you can just like, nobody can call you on it. Like you're like, if I was like, oh, I have to write a song that like for the masses, what is that? I love my kid.
I love my little baby boy.
Oh, no, I'd write obviously a Christmas song. My dream is to write a Christmas song. A good holiday song.
That would be it. We could write that. Well, I don't even know if that exists anymore as much.
We could pay off
with some of those streaming
our
pennies.
many debts. Yeah, no, I think a good holiday song. That's just
get it in a movie, get it in a car commercial, get it going.
Yeah, get it like pumping into everyone's brain.
Like the anti-war song. What was the last great Christmas song? Don't give me Bublé, but it was probably Mariah, right?
Yeah, I think the last great Christmas song was Mariah.
Yeah, because I guess there's still plenty that are popular.
Yeah, everybody's trying to write a holiday song. That's like everybody knows that.
I think you could do it.
Thank you. That means a lot. I mean, we've covered the fact that I have no musical talent. But
as a lyricist.
With you on bongos.
With me on bongos.
Could be
and
elevated.
you writing vocals.
Yeah.
We could beat AI slop at least.
I think there's some like a modern space for the holidays being kind of stressful and needing to like dissociate, but you wouldn't go far enough to make it fringe. I think there's like a space there.
There is space for us there.
Make space.
Make space for us. Yeah, I think we can take up space with our Christmas medleys. I think. Well, also original.
Yeah.
I bet there's been some comedy. Like, I mean, what are we? We're going into Sandler territory.
No, I don't. I'm saying it would have to have some earnesty. That's
Earnesty.
why I was thinking that about like when you were like, he's so earnest. I'm like, or he just knows how to make money.
I know.
Which is being like, I love my kid, because then everybody's going to like have a moment where they feel emotional like you did.
Yes.
And be like, wait, that song really slaps.
You know what I look at it as? Yes. I think the earnesty for me comes out of the performance. So like, I don't even know if he wrote that song. I don't think he
But
he
that
probably
performance, he could be the greatest actor of our lifetime.
But I usually see what I love about a good vocalist has always been some soul to it. Like even great vocals where I'm like, that was great, but I didn't connect to it in any way.
Right.
Like for me, there's that extra thing. And sometimes it just comes from unexpected
and you think
places.
Scott Stapp has that? Stapp?
I guess
Is
I've
it
never.
Stop. There's like an H
Scott
in there.
Stop.
Scott Stapp. There's
Scott
an H.
Stop has a fat sock.
Okay.
Anyhow, I guess I've never heard him do it live. I'd have to hear him do it live.
Yeah, I mean, are you comparing him to like Janice? Like, what are you talking about?
I mean,
well, but what do you mean? Like, I don't
that
think
moment.
to me, he's giving Vetter. He's like putting on a little show.
oh, he's getting better. He ain't no better.
He's
man.
getting better by the day.
Hey, can't find the better man.
Hey, yeah. No, I mean,
when he climbs up. Remember we watched that recently.
Don't get me
no, but we watched that
started.
recently.
Okay, we got to take the listeners with us.
All right.
There's an
Children,
Pearl
there was
Jam.
a thing called MTV Unplugged.
It's where they would play an acoustic set. Mm-hmm. Nirvana, like some of the best sets ever.
I mean,
from there.
one of Nirvana's best albums. You could argue.
Yeah.
You should.
Just maybe one of the best albums ever in
For
general.
sure. For sure. But then there were other bands.
So Pearl Jam did it. Woof doggy.
Yeah.
There was a performance that was supposed to feel like off the cut.
I think it was I think it was Porch, off the
cuff, and a little. I'm sorry that this
that water's
this
got
moon
you.
water is more like moonshine.
You got that moon water.
Yeah, I'm Carson Daly over here.
Give her moon water.
I gave her my moon water. Yeah, my lips do feel numb and weird. What was he saying? It's supposed to feel like like irreverent and off the cuff, and he like makes a statement, a pro-choice statement, where he gets up on a stool. Am I remembering this right?
Yes, he stands up on a stool
rips the sleeves up on his shirt, and is he writing or has he already written
something? No, he writes it. He has a marker.
He writes in real time,
and he's like gyrating on a stool, and he's like falling off of it.
Like it's supposed to feel like in that moment he was so inspired by like women's liberation that he needs to make a really strong like pro-choice stance.
I guess the best way now, does he write like abortion yay or something? What does he write?
He's on a stool. So
he's on a stool.
It's giving Chris Kattan playing some sort of
like manga or one of his eating
like he's like
an apple,
crouched on a like
he's like a little chimp man crouched on a stool. His hair is flying everywhere.
And he's what does he write?
He writes like abortion yay or something.
I love abortion or something on his hand. Yeah.
He writes like
one of the moments though where that this is just total bullshit.
Yes.
His band in that moment hates him.
Oh, they hate him.
They hate him.
Yeah, they don't care for this. They're like, we told him not to do this.
Like, this is embarrassing.
He's still doing. This made me, when you first heard, because growing up, it wasn't like the concept of cringe was obviously always a thing.
We used
to
say
like Gen Z
awkward.
put the right. Yes.
Yeah.
Gen Z put the when I first started hearing cringe kicked around, which was probably like 9 years after it started or whatever. Yeah. I heard cringe. One of the first things that flooded into my mind was, Vetter on the stool.
Vetter on the stool.
Yeah, because it was just
can't find a Vetter man.
Because I want to love it. Also, that's the thing that hurts about it is you're like, yeah,
course.
It's cool. Again, this was a time where people said something. People wouldn't do that now.
Having a huge platform and saying something pro-choice is obviously commendable, but it's hard to fuck up, I'd almost say, which brings me to my point of when somebody is trying so fucking hard.
When they're flailing around.
It is cringe. Cringe is a great concept. It's like when you find out there's like a perfect word in Japanese or German or French or whatever for something that you haven't been able to like quite pin down.
Yes.
That's, cringe is good in that way. But I know the children are like, turn it off. They're saying cringe is cool again.
I know. 6, 7. late to the
6,
party.
7 cannot.
Oh no, he just wrote pro-choice. I'm looking at the.
Yeah, I don't think he wrote like anything
abortion
about
is
abortion.
cool.
But he was like shaking with like the passion of the moment. It was very much the way he sings, which is soulless.
Performative. Yes, soulless.
What brings us back to what you're saying, where you hear something inside
Yes.
that's burning inside the artist and they have to get it
Yeah.
out. Vedder has always lacked that to me.
Vedder lacked that. And I had a bad soldar radar for soul.
Wow.
I think.
So
which
I was
is why
like, I
listened
thought
to
you were being like, I took bad acid.
I took some.
I didn't know what you were
went on
saying.
a bad trip.
Yeah.
And I thought Eddie Vedder was cool. No, there's some Pearl Jam that I did like.
No, same. A 10? I love 10.
Versus, I was still here.
I like verses too.
There's some tunes that work for me big time. But Vedder just always had that little where you're like, bro.
It's
like
when
he never
people...
wrote a song where he should be doing all that, or what was the?
Oh, there's a yeah.
That's a Dave Matthews.
That's Dave Matthews. Dave Matthews doesn't have any songs. Where
But
he
that
should be doing
moment
all
from
that.
Vedder
Yeah.
feels similar. It's like
Yeah.
he never made a statement.
Well, it's taking yourself too seriously. Like, I don't need every song to have deep feeling. It can just be fun, of course. But it's like when you're like, no, I'm transcending. And I'm like, are ya? Did ya?
Did ya?
Yeah.
Oh, Ed.
Yeah.
Mr. Edward Vedder.
I do
The
like...
real ones are all dead is the reality,
Yeah.
too.
Well, you got to peek behind the curtain. It's hard to
It is hard.
hold it together. That's why now we have like the 40th Foo Fighters album or whatever the fuck,
Oh,
you know?
boy, please
Yeah.
don't with that. But there is the one song. I was convinced recently by our dear friends,
No.
yes, in Luzerne, I was convinced of one Foo Fighters song. And it's the one I didn't even know really was a Foo Fighters. So you know the one, right?
Everlong.
Yes, Everlong. How does that one go?
Breathe in so I can breathe you in. Breathe out so I can breathe you in.
Breathe.
Everlong. So long, I wanted you me.
That's
Out
the
of my head, out of my hand. Can we do that? Can we sing?
Everything may rain forever.
Can we sing on here, or does like that get flagged as like copywritten material?
My brother.
No, I'm asking
Christ.
you.
Yes,
You're the
you can
producer.
sing. No, you
okay.
can sing.
I mean,
You can sing-
we're singing so poorly. I'm not sure. Like
No
yeah,
AI scrapes will recognize this as music.
No. Yeah.
Until my bongos come out.
Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, people will play like bits and pieces. I've been hearing it's getting lax.
People sample.
Samplers. So we're sampling. Yeah, that Foo Fighters was like, I was actually just like, oh, I've heard that song. Because I've always had I just don't care
And
for
I
Foo Fighters one
wonder.
bit.
No, that's
Dave
a bad
Grohl.
song. That's a bad song too. I'm gonna say it. I'm a hater. I don't care.
Oh, that's fine.
I have a very funny memory of that song, which my friend
Of Everlong.
in college, this guy who lived on our floor of our dorm was in love with her, and we were really. She didn't know this yet. We were really stoned at a party, and he was like, "Hey, will you come in this room with me? I got to talk to you." She's like, "Cool, very cool." And she goes into this room at this house party, and he gets his guitar out and plays that song to her. And
Which
she has to
starts with
just
that, like,
sit
power
there
strum.
with like direct eye contact, alone in a room with this person that she didn't have
No. What year?
reciprocal feelings for. Probably 2002, 2003. Yeah. And I mean, like horror show.
Oh, man.
Couldn't leave. Just like too high.
Sure.
Yeah. And I like have
God,
that burned into my brain.
That's brutal when you're not sure. You're like, you don't trust your own. You're high enough that you don't trust. Like, you know this is
and
bad, but you
it's
don't know
already
exactly
an uncomfortable
how,
situation. And you're like, what do you say after? I think she was like, thank you.
and just left.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you have to like run.
I mean, bless her.
Bless everyone.
Yeah, also bless. You shoot your shot.
Absolutely.
You shoot
I
your
actually think
shot.
that's probably like one of the better things that happened.
He needed someone
college.
though, in his life
Yeah.
while he was practicing that, leading up to that, to just go like.
Agreed.
Because even just the idea of being like, I'm going to bring an acoustic guitar, get you in a room, and like serenade you into falling for me. I mean, again, that's like something you saw somewhere. Like that seems like a ridiculous cliche that would ever work. You'd also have to
very like 90s high school movie.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's just not a real thing that I've ever seen be successful.
Right.
I think you'd have to be like a musician and you invite the person to your show. Maybe they see you performing somewhere, and then that's like obviously musicians pull.
I think the idea
so like
of
it makes
winning,
sense, but like a private show like that. Where you're just like, I can't, and then it's not an original song, and then it's not even it's not like a unique, like pick a song that you'd be like, oh, that was unexpected, but that just seems.
No, I don't think it's the execution of it. I think the idea in general of winning someone over is just total bullshit.
Yes.
Like people either like each other or they don't.
Oh, interesting.
And I don't mean that like a love can't grow where one wasn't initially, but that's just through putting in time.
But you don't think you could show a creative talent?
I don't think there's a grand gesture where you're like,
oh.
No, I don't personally think that.
Okay, yeah, I mean, people desperately cling to that, though.
I think talent is
hottest
attractive.
take.
Don't get me wrong. I think talent can be attractive. I think watching somebody do something they're good at can be attractive, but I still don't think it'd be a grand gesture directed at that person.
Agreed. Boiled down to like almost feels like a stunt of sorts, like to be like,
yes,
I need
like,
to.
And like we walked in this room and you had zero feelings for me, and then I'm going to do this thing, and then you're going to change. Like I don't think that is real.
I think that's true. If anything, yeah, I think that only blows up in your face. I think that can only go the opposite. Whereas if you played it a little more chill, either it's just not there or it could blossom. But that almost then draws a line in the sand where it's like, do you love me right now or not? And you're just like, now I'm just going to forever remember this as.
And my friend's going to talk about it like 100 years from now on like her awesome podcast, the Halloween episode, Unrequited Love.
Can you take me higher? No, that's the good one. That's the one.
Oh,
that changed my
that's
perspective on fatherhood.
What?
Not the one. It's higher. Right?
No, the one we were doing, Arms Wide Open, is the one about the kid.
Never mind. That's just a song I like. It's higher.
He goes, I just heard the news today.
That's right. Sorry.
Seems my life is going to change.
That's right. That's the one about children. Higher is just the one about Jesus.
On the way, car seat in the van. Yeah. That's the country version where they just say everything that leads up to having a child.
Which is the perfect. Oh,
Tax
you love
credit.
Those. We ditch the rubbers.
Apple puree in the NutriBullet. I'm so sorry, listeners. Ovulation.
With legs wide open. Under the mattress. Or, under. Yikes. We got
under
flipped
the mattress.
around.
You're like, you know what works? We're trying to get pregnant. Having sex under the mattress.
It's all about under. You want it's about a gravitational pull.
I'm going to say something very disturbing that reminds me of.
Please do.
X-Files. The episode is Home.
Oh, of course.
They roll the mom out from under the mattress.
That burns into the young brain.
I mean, I
when you
saw that like when it aired on TV before you could like not, pause something or walk away or watch it later. And it is like and then they stopped playing that one.
They did.
Like in syndication because it was so
disturbing.
Too much. Yeah, for people. That is burned into my psyche.
I'll tell you now that the 90s, like that was one of the shows too that just made me go, oh, Fox. Like the Murdochs can. Fox. Fox went. Like it's funny because the Murdochs were the conservative, but then but their network just came out with some thunder in the 90s.
Well, I
mean, The Simpsons, Living Color.
Well, if you like
X-Files.
money, you have to give the people what they want.
No, that's also true. No, I know the principles go out the window in a lot of those ways. But I'm just saying it's funny how Fox was like the bad boy that showed up to the party, because it was always.
I do feel like The Simpsons was very like irreverent and
big
bad.
time.
I mean, that used to be like
people were writing letters at that time.
Yeah.
To the networks. Like that was still when there was no social to go to. You had to take out a pen and paper or a typewriter.
Yeah.
Or, whatever, however you decided to write your letter, and you would send it in to care of Rupert, I guess, or care of whoever at Fox. And just be like, this little yellow bastard is crossing and,
Yeah.
We're talking about Bart Simpson now.
Yeah. No, I know. It's funny because I was saying he's pissing on stuff, but that's Calvin And I don't even think that
wasn't actually, no, that was
that's
ripped
just a
from
bumper
like NASCAR
sticker
culture.
that's like,
yeah.
yeah. Wow.
Oh,
Culture. Our culture is so beautiful.
It was. For
when
a
I think
stretch.
about our culture, I'm like Calvin and Hobbes, the Stussy S, Scott Stapp.
Scott
Like
Stapp.
there's just so much good stuff.
There's just nothing but like Carson Daly, Eddie Vedder. I mean, the list goes on.
Of like the worst people
The
you've
Bush
ever.
twins.
The Bush twins.
No, we have like here's the problem. The problem I think for us is we've now run out of time. We're out of touch out of time. But I'm saying for a long time.
In which way?
Culturally, I think for a while,
okay.
The reason we were able to, not just the bombs. I mean, the bombs
because I'm
helped.
like, are you talking about like our
standing in the
inevitable
world.
physical demise, or are you talking about?
I'm talking about our inevitable.
Are you talking about our spiritual demise?
Yeah, I think it's all intertwined. But I think from an American exceptionalist perspective, I think we exported culture that people definitely gave a shit about for a long time.
Yeah.
And all of these people, and it was a disgusting cesspool
our music,
that it came from.
Movies, yeah.
Michael Jackson, all Hollywood, just with the disgusting nature
Yeah.
of Hollywood. All this stuff was terrible on the inside, but what the output was like, oh shit, these are some good movies. This is some music we can dance to.
Yeah.
Even our like culture, our silly cultural figures that were just kind of like our personalities were something. Like you'd watch an old like version of the Match Game and shit, and people would be like, now these are celebrities, like mixing it up. Carson, like on the couch, like having people that would come, you'd only get a glimpse of them on these late night shows, and around the world, people would definitely be like, this is a fucking,
right. We were exporting culture.
Yes, that people liked, and I think a lot of it, even the pop culture shit, was pretty solid for a while. But then we get into the era kind of that we're talking about.
Well, that's what, when you just said Carson, I'm like, I know some people would die on this hill that like whatever that MTV show was culture. But like Carson is like cultureless to me.
No, Carson was the beginning of the end.
Like,
I'm just
that just
saying.
feels
no,
like
I don't mean
nothing.
him. I get, but I mean
He's like a sim.
Total Request Live was like an
Total
early
Request
version.
Live.
Yes, he is a sin. And that was kind of like, I mean, that was the turn. Like that was this is the pretext of 9/11. This was like the boy band, which the boy bands existed.
No, you're
New
right.
Kids existed. The teeny
but they were like
poppers
slut
existed.
shaming, like Britney. Like
I mean,
it was just like awful.
Yes.
It was like the dumbest shit ever.
Yes.
But yeah, dumb shit is that's what we do.
That's what we do.
That's who we are. And we do the best dumb shit in the world. But do we anymore?
No.
No.
Because it's a copy of a copy of a copy. So it's the problem now is the retreads have reached the level where it's a kind of exposed how good, like you were saying, how good was some of this stuff.
So
of it was
are you
great.
saying like we're our own AI? Like we've gotten so reductive that we're like now.
Yes. We talked about this last night, actually. Ooh, we did speak.
No, don't give away all our secrets.
I thought last night.
No, we do talk sometimes, but it's
I
through
muttered.
a door.
It's through a sheet and a door.
It's through a sheet and a door.
We soak.
There's a glory hole and a mouth hole.
And we're under the mattress. One
and
is under.
And it's for talking, you sick fucks. Get your mind out of the gutter.
So we whisper through the glory hole. And I said...
whisper through the glory hole. That is a great title. That should be like, we should do like a storytelling pod called Whispers Through the Glory Hole.
Where I lightly play the bongos. And
yes.
And you just do like spoken word. I love this. Basically, we were, for a long stretch, over a decade.
Yeah.
In the entertainment biz.
Us. Personally.
You and me.
We were
together.
Adjacent.
I mean, yeah, certainly. F-list, whatever the hell. We paid our rent and our living stuff by being in the entertainment business in a lot of weird ways.
Our living stuff?
We had our living stuff paid for by the powers.
Yeah, a bushel of apples, couple of toothbrushes.
We were getting coffees for Carson. Carson Daly, that is, of course.
What?
Anyway, we were in the biz. My point is, my glory hole whisper last night was that I sadly do think now with this slop that has taken place with some of the AI, I'm seeing some of the videos and stuff. Tilly was created a big stir where SAG came out strong with their statement against Tilly after they just folded on the negotiations with AI over the last during the last strike. That's a whole other story. But basically what I'm saying is I think sadly because of this culture stuff, there was a time where I would say, oh no, AI can't tell these stories. Like there was unique, ridiculous shit being made.
Right.
In addition to the stuff that was popular, and some of it was popular, like movies like a Beetlejuice. Like it's just one example. I'm not going to just list 100 examples of weird stuff that was great back in the day. But that would never be made, and you wouldn't think AI would do it. But then the problem was because of just how commodified it became and how much they wanted to churn out and stop taking risk, we've reached a level that I would absolutely say for 95% of the sitcoms that are out there, TV especially, but definitely movies too.
Yeah.
It ebbs and flows, but there's a long stretch outside of the Marvel universe
where you're
of
like
movies,
no, AI can do this.
Absolutely do this.
I see what you're saying. It's like devolved.
It's so derivative.
It's so bad.
It's so bad.
Yeah, it's a thing where you've put enough like bad meat in the sausage machine, and then the sausages come out, and you jam them back in the machine. Then they come out again. You jam them in the machine. Then they come out again. You jam them in the machine. But and then you're like, this is really gross. Yeah, like that just made me with the moon water. And
I saw moon water leaking out of your ears. As
I
you were
actually
saying
felt
that.
Like this weird high there. Yeah.
Sure.
Maybe
No, it's like a mantra.
Maybe chanting. Yeah.
Chanting.
If that's my.
What was your mantra?
That's my mantra
into the machine.
To meditate. Take the sausage out and jam it into the machine. Yeah, like I agree with that. And that's sad because I want to be like the place where AI cannot make art.
Yes. And we didn't know how good we had it because someone like a Tom Green can't come out of the machine. Like, you know what I mean? Like even something like that where you'd be like, say what you will about Tom Green, but I'm just saying like that.
Yeah, because I do have thoughts.
I'm sure you do. And I think, yes. He's a flavor. But my point is he's a flavor that existed, like that era had all that kind of shit that was original, whether you liked it or not, that now just feels like a lot of, and I love the examples like these are Beetlejuice and Tom Green. There's plenty of other ones. My brain is turning to Moonwater. But I will say that that now it feels like this, the sausage coming through does, and it's like the same with like stars. So it's like, who's this new guy, Glenn? We saw him in the Twisters movies and the...
Yeah, he's AI.
He's AI. You know what I mean? He's like Bradley Cooper with what's his name from Mad Men? We love him. Ham, Mr. Ham, the ham and the sausage. He's turning from ham to sausage to Cooper to like it's just this leading man. It is an AI face.
Yeah,
it's an
I know
AI
what you mean.
face.
Like you took the ears of one person and the
now he's the running man.
Pectorals of another. Yeah,
which is a reboot of a movie that we've seen already. That's a great premise, but it's like
there's two things happening here. The sausage is going back in the machine, but also that we're on a loop plot wise. Like there's like we're zipping, we're going.
Yes.
Like people might listen to this pod, whoever's still listening after all the singing we've done, is like all they talk about is like Bush dynasty, like you were saying.
All they talk about
there's
is Bush
these
and they
themes,
sing like
and
shit.
I'm like, but that is all. It's all like the tentacles are still here, and you're like, oh, I mean Bush. I mean, come on, move on. You're like, okay, but his fucking daughter's on TV teaching your mom how to like make a bat out of like a fucking jug that you used for laundry detergent, and the sausage is going back in, and it's coming out, and it's like a weird shape.
It is a very weird,
and you're
and
saying
it has 7 fingers. It has weird fingers on one hand.
Well, that is why I think it could be Tom Green, but
well, yes,
like the mutant aspect is giving Tom Green.
Did have the sausage bit. He had the sausage maker. Also.
Did he?
He had. Or
Wait,
what? Was
what? I wasn't even saying
with
that.
It might have been in that movie, Fingered Freddy, Fingered Fuck.
Freddie Got Fingered.
Yeah. Yes. That just Freddy Fingered wasn't Fuck Fingers.
I think that's the one I recently rewatched.
Did you?
I was on the coast with some friends, ate some mushrooms, and that was the movie we ended up watching as we were coming down. And it had been like a few decades.
Sure.
And it was a sight to behold.
And it holds up, or it even get better with age, or what would you say? A problem to begin with?
Yeah, I would say it was the same.
Isn't there a scene, Daddy, would you like some sausage? Isn't that in that movie?
I think so.
All right, thank you.
I think, though, what you're saying, though, is like there's a unique mind there.
There's something happening there that you couldn't just replicate. You couldn't just throw into a fucking... into a slop factory and just get it.
Well, and this is more pop culture and less like, I mean, there's obviously a performance aspect, but not like a written performance. But somebody that comes to mind when you're like, hey, I can't do that to me is like Mike Tyson.
Michael Tyson.
Michael Tyson. I was doing what you do. But you're like, that person doesn't exist in AI.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
Like these just like cultural touchstones.
His
where
life,
like,
his love
what-
of pigeons, his downfall, his
the ear, the
back to comedy.
Yes.
He's in a big comedy franchise.
Wasn't he in The Hangover?
The Hangover, yeah.
like with a tiger. I'm just like that doesn't exist now.
He's fighting Jake Paul when he's way too old to be in the boxing ring.
right.
But he's still a draw of some sort. Yeah. No,
like
I
there's
agree.
just like these interesting. But then again, I'm like I don't know. Maybe we're
Only
all,
in America, as Don King would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that the sausage factory has really reached the end of the line. I mean, there's
no more
it's the
meat.
deindustrialization.
Yeah.
The factories are gone. The sausage factories are gone. They're now just coming through in like the most disturbing
But
way. and
where
they're
are the
wringing-
sausage? They're grinding us.
They're
up.
grinding us up, the people.
And they're selling us back to
The
us.
Soylent is sausage people.
Yeah, it's the Soylent, but it's all it's like the brain Soylent.
Yeah, because the actual sausage we're eating too is all poison. So then there's the literal sausage that we now eat,
Yeah,
unless
no,
you're paying.
This metaphor
£9 a
has
pound.
legs. It's a frickin' centipede.
It is.
There's a lot going on. Yeah, I mean it needs work, but
Now see the human.
it's a
the
human centipede. I meant like legs, like it has a lot of legs, but it also is a human centipede. 'Cause-
AI slop can't give you the human centipede.
No, but it is
wants
the
to.
human centipede.
But it is itself, yes.
Yeah, who said? I think it was Robin Williams' daughter had a great quote comparing. This is funny, full circle, and I don't. It's not because we didn't talk about it earlier.
But the sausage circle.
But I
it's
mean,
a full
us,
sausage circle.
us naturally landing on the metaphor that she presented, which is AI is just the human centipede because it's just like shitting back in our mouths, like the regurgitated human ideas as like a fresh like take.
I think that's true.
Artistically,
I think that's true because a lot of it is the machine learning part of it.
right.
Before it starts breaking off and masking and hiding itself and whatever else it's doing behind closed doors that a lot of the whistleblowers
I mean,
have
just
told us about.
surveillance, right?
Well, but I just mean even like it's behaviorally. Like behaviorally, it has splintered in ways that Sam Altman certainly doesn't want to discuss, but in ways that a lot of whistleblowers who Sam Altman
Wait, sorry, behaviorally, I
killed,
thought
allegedly.
the dark underbelly is just massive amounts of surveillance. What are you talking
to that end. I'm talking about on another like the philosophical level, behaviorally of AI, what it's doing on its own.
But that
Not what it's serving our
But it's not
ends
doing
for.
anything on its own.
Well,
No, I'm saying though, but that's still driven by
but we don't. But there's stuff that's being masked now. There's behavioral stuff
But
that
I
they've
think
seen
attributing
that they're-
human characteristics to
is
it
a problem,
Is,
yeah.
is dangerous.
Well,
It's
that's
being
what
like,
it wants us
it's
to.
doing all this stuff. And
I'm
like,
just using
no,
that as shorthand because the actual language escapes me.
Oh,
because
yeah.
I'm not.
I haven't had language in a while.
No, but I mean the language of the language, the technical language of it all. Yes, but you're right.
Science.
Assigning the human qualities is one of the major problems. But I'm just doing that for shorthand to say what it is doing.
I
but
just
that's
mean
the point. Is that
what's that quote about the people who are like poisoning the earth have names and addresses? I think that's true with AI too. And what it tricks us into thinking is like it's doing something and it's bad. And I'm like, no, it's these fucking tech fucks that are making so much money and are playing God.
and they have to play God because they're creating to the point where they have to give it a moral
but
compass
those
of
are
some
the
sort.
people. It's not AI's doing a bad thing.
No, and I think they want that. I think
AI
obviously
is like a tool.
that's right. Well, but now you're talking my talk.
What?
You're talking my talk.
Oh, those lips coming through the glory hole. I just picture
Whispers in the glory hole.
like, people are like, oh, I did this app to look what my face would look like in the Mona Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like showing you and then like just a missile just shoots through their roof and they explode.
And you're like, worth it. as
Well,
you
I just mean
explode.
we're cutting out like a couple steps there, but the like
Yeah,
just
certainly.
insane amount of surveillance going on.
No, Palantir, yes.
By like one's own hand.
That's been given up willingly, yes.
Yeah, and it's like fucking up all over the place. I just saw this. There was something where this kid, it thought his like Doritos bag was a gun, like the security AI. You know what I mean? That's
I did see
anecdotal,
that.
but there's
Yeah,
a ton of that
yes.
kind of stuff going on.
Certainly.
So it's glitching, it's freaking out.
Well, so autonomous drones are already a thing that are being that all this data is being
police
used to do.
dogs.
Yeah. And then they make a decision on whether or not, which, again, you look at that kind of stuff and you're like, I don't know. because to circle all the way back to Barry's drones, but like the drone program as it was
Barry
launched,
Weiss?
there were Barry Weiss's drones. They're coming.
Well, yeah, CBS is going to be
coming.
like, we've got our America's most watched drone.
Yes, with the what do you call boys? The elder, not the elders. The elder.
Excuse me?
Anyhow, the Ellison boys. Anyway, Larry Ellison and his son. I forget his son's name. The guy who owns CBS.
Larry Jr.
Larry Jr. Anyway, the
Larry
drone
and Barry.
decisions were already sus when they were on a human level. Like we were droning, places that were, like, whoops. So I don't know. AI. I'm saying autonomous drones. Like I don't know. They'll probably be worse. It's probably worse to have that. But I think what's exciting is that I've yet to see. Now, VO is gone. Like, the AI is taken over. Some of the videos we're now seeing, it is just like, oh, yeah, no, this will be... Like, the only thing SAG really fought for is for some of the 1%ers to be able to say, oh, I can control my likeness. My likeness will be used. So now you're Glenn Howard. Did we ever decide on his last name, Glenn?
Powell?
Glenn Powell can now...
Did we decide on?
Glenn Powell can be
Tilly Norwood.
10 movies at once with Tilly.
Yeah. Well, and that's very short-sighted. And I know everybody's just trying to get that bag. I don't hate the player, etc. But it's very weird. You're really slamming the door behind you to be like, no, AI is fine because like I have control over my likeness. And then you just fuck everybody else.
That's right. Yeah, and you're already making like two shitty movies. I'm thinking of like The Rock and Kevin Hart, let's just say, for example, that duo. You're already making 2 to 3 shitty movies every year, every holiday season. It's like now you're like, well, now we could just do 10 a year. And then there's not even a trickle down from the shit factory.
Well, and you made a good point too, through the glory hole the other night, where that like people are like, oh, it's still so bad. Like there's too many fingers or there's whatever. So like, it's hard to do at scale because of the data needed, et cetera. But then you see like these deep fakes and you're like, dude, we don't even know what we don't know. I know it's like put on the tinfoil hat.
Yeah, but how?
Like
right.
seriously, like I see stuff and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if that's real. And sometimes I'm pretty confident it's not, but there's a lot of times where like, who even knows? Who
even knows? And because of a lot of we've crossed over from the
like our
quality
people
of footage.
Even still with us, who we think
are
alive?
Right. I mean,
it's hard to say.
To really come back to the bushes is the Poppy. Wow. There's that great woman. Remember, again, daytime television. Remember when Ellen would have like CIA ops on her show for no reason? And there was that woman, the mask woman, who was like...
for the reason is they're best friends.
Yeah, because they're in tight.
They're talking about investments.
They're in very tight. But she would have, like, there was that woman, the mask woman from the CIA, who's her famous story. She was making the rounds on some of the daytime TV.
Oh, with how good the masks have gotten.
But this is back in the early 90s.
That was 90s, yeah.
And it's like
with
the
Bush,
masks.
You mean?
Yes.
You showed me that video.
Yeah, where she was like, "Oh, I sat down as a member of the cabinet or whoever she was supposed to be in the room with Poppy."
For our listeners, she came into the Oval Office.
Yes, this was the CIA. Yeah. She's working specifically in the mask department at the CIA, the undercover, whatever the department's called. But anyway, she was like, ta-da, and she like pulled the mask off at the end of this meeting, and Poppy was like,
and it was literally like the end of like a Scooby-Doo episode where it was like,
yes.
Yeah. No, and that was the 90s. So now I'm like, what?
I mean, and then I don't the masks, even know. That's like quaint now because they're like, no, we just do everything's.
Well, I remember. Digital. I mean, this stuff's getting better and more honed and all of that by the second. And I remember the Tom Cruise deep fakes like 5 years ago being like,
speaking of masks,
this is just being like.
Remember that Tom Cruise deepfake?
Yeah, that's like, I didn't.
You're right.
It was Tom Cruise,
and Tom Cruise had to address that. Like, it got to the point where he had to address that.
Yeah.
So yeah, exactly. At this point, we're like,
I don't know who's like, I don't even know what I'm seeing. Like, I walk down the street and I'm like, is this a set? Truman Show. It's just like,
yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's the ego, though, because nobody's building me a damn ass set to
live
my life.
You got your own set, dear. You got your own pool of moon water out back.
Right. It is having a psychedelic effect. I am also wearing a coat. I'm
you're
very
like
sweaty.
Sweating, but also...
I was going to try to take it off, but I thought it'd be too loud.
You're like that like wet, dry look. You know that look?
Ooh, like for slugging?
Kind of, yeah. It's like right before you cross over.
Wait, what's wet dry?
It's like that, John Edward crossing over. Remember that? Like,
No.
Like a mentalist or like someone who
like
speaks
when
to
you
the dead. A
die?
medium, excuse me, not a mentalist. They're different.
When you
hustles.
die, you mean?
Yes, there's a wet dry look. You have that.
Okay, and I thought you were referencing there's like a dewy quality that's really big in cosmetics now.
Oh.
Which I thought could be called a wet dry look, where you always want to look like you used to never want any shine.
Yes.
Like that was gross, you're oily. Like
I've
people were
noticed some of the
thickly
influencers are
powdered to the
shinier
point of
now.
looking like fucking clowns walking around.
That's right.
Now people are purposefully putting the moisture back on.
Interesting. I've noticed like a glistening quality to a lot of these influencers.
Yeah, that's it.
All
Well,
right.
it could also be an AI filter.
Fair enough.
That's what I'm saying. Is I'm like,
But they're going for that look. They're going for that.
Are you Tom Cruise? Are you a jar of Vaseline? I don't know.
I am climbing on the couch, on the chairs. The last thing I'll say about AI ever is is that one thing I like that they haven't gotten yet. I was saying they took over the VO industry in terms of
Oh yeah.
like it's that's a game over there because voice you can hear now. Like you listen to something, it's like absolutely used to be choppy and awkward, and some of it still is the low rent shit. But
oh no,
any amount of money
Audio,
behind it, the
yeah.
voice it's gone, it's over and done with. But the thought behind it, because to me, like there was like an AI, like Rogan was one of the ones I know the early pulled because it's such a formula for what that show would be, and listening to him, and it was a little choppy in terms of the voice because whoever's using it is the model they're using was like really old and like cheap enough that someone could just do it to fuck around. And his brain is smooth enough that when he talks, like you could fake what he would say at this point because he's very
like
predictable.
I've never even listened to an episode of Rogan. I feel like I could do a Rogan.
You could do it. Yeah, it's like
impression.
what Tim Heidecker does the bits where it's like being like, we'll just do like you could
Your
nail that tone.
Your commitment to consuming all media is so impressive because you listen to hours of like hell.
I do. Dear.
I do,
dear. Yeah, no, it's the darkness. Yeah, no, it is. It's a sickness.
Happy Halloween. I keep trying to bring it back.
It's a sickness.
It's sick. You're sick.
I listen to the real, and then I also listen to the AI versions of them just to see, to compare. I've listened to more AI Rogan than most people listen to Rogan. Anyway, my point is...
That's so depressing.
My point is we can still cling to our humanity through podcasting because while our voices we're uploading, they're taking our voices and they're taking our takes. But will they be able to keep up with our takes? Our takes have to take, we need to take turns with our takes, take sharp left turns, right turns.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're trying to lose them in the car. Got it.
Lose them in the car. So as soon as they go,
we should have
we can do big sloppy pod. We can do an AI slop. I mean, big slop. We'll just call it AI big slop.
Yeah.
And they think they can do that, but then people
they're trying to do smooth slop, but we're big slop. We're slopping it up. I hear you. So if we have no consistent ideology, they won't be able to keep up with us.
With Diana and Murf, that'll be the big slop. If you see that.
They have 9 fingers on every hand. Yeah.
If we sound like we have 9 fingers when we're talking. But yeah.
No, I mean, I'm just saying this podcast would be better if it were AI.
It'd be different. I don't know that it'd be better.
I mean that in the most loving way. It's like, it's us, guys. It's us because it's kind of sloppy.
It's not. It's difficult for them to thread the needle, for AI to thread the needle on how slop. Because if they're just, then it's too sloppy.
Yeah, but we do make that noise when we say full names. Yeah.
That's the only AI assist we take in here is when we scramble the names.
I've been self-scrambling. We've never used AI.
I know.
You're winking, but I don't want them to think, guys, no AI on this pod for real.
Our password to the listeners as well, we need to have a word that helps.
A safe word for our listeners?
Yeah, so if you're listening to an app, basically if you're listening to an app and we don't mention the Bush dynasty at some point,
okay,
then you know that it's AI. You know that it's not really us. How about that?
If we don't mention, so it's okay. Feels difficult.
If we don't mention, it's almost a double negative. If we don't mention, it's not us.
That rolls off the tongue. I like that. We should make mugs.
We should. If it ain't Bush, it ain't us.
I like that. If the bush doesn't fit, you must
only in America
acquit.
Yes. Oh, I crossed my Johnny Cochran and Don King Two
Wow.
legendary
I mean,
figures
really,
of our
are
culture.
we both just like mainlining moon water? I feel insane.
We sure are, dear.
All right.
Well, I think we've did it.
Great.
Excellent work.
That was a slop fest for the ween heads out there.
Keep it sloppy.
Hey,
and keep
and
it spooky.
Don't forget to check your apples because they might be riddled with razor blades.
Don't forget to put your little ear up to that glory hole, and in come the whispers.
Oh. Wait, I have one more thing to say.
Please.
The moral panics used to be very innocent.
Didn't they?
I mean, now we're like, I don't even know what's real. And it used to be like, there's poison in your candy, which there never was.
No, that was a hilarious moral panic. It was razor blades in the apples.
That's
Can you imagine?
psycho.
Like when the first person who said that should have been slapped, and then we all laughed and moved on with our lives. But that was a recurring, like, I remember from childhood, I never believed it.
No, but whoever said that wanted to do that. Because that's one of those things.
And it survived. Yeah, it's like, exactly. It's a moral, but it's set in. Like, what about that? Usually they at least have some basis in reality. Like the fentanyl, now the upgraded version of that is like, there's fentanyl in the candy. They've done a good enough job with the lies about fentanyl. Of course not. But I'm saying the plausibility, as much as you know how I feel strongly about the nonsense moral panic fentanyl shit. And how cops lie about, I've touched fentanyl, I sniffed it, it was in the same room and I died.
So funny.
All that bullshit.
I was dead for 3 minutes.
Yes, I was brought back by Narcan. They
and
used
they're like,
9.
that was powdered sugar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that psychological, psychosomatic shit. But aside from that, fentanyl, at least in the like there's some version, like just think about the razor blades in candy is the dumbest fucking, like no one would ever eat. What candy are you eating? What apple? Like the razor blades in an apple? How does that even work?
It's analog and I like it.
I love the sentiment. I love the sentiment of just dicing up the little one's mouths.
It's a beautiful sentiment.
No, but you know what I mean. I like the absurdity of it, but it's like how that did catch on and how, because it's not plausible in any world if you think about it for 5 seconds.
Because people need and have always needed a distraction from the actual horrors. So they create these insane theatrical horrors that turn into moral panics and culture wars. And we get stuck up there on the little frosting and we never get into the cake of it.